So let's look at this here. Action 5, right? Turn it on. I wish I could show this thing better here, like that works. So we're here, and then we look at time and date. Not time code, but the camera, date and time there. And you see it shows 13:47 as the time. Click on there, 13:47, right? So now we change this to something else. Here, let me switch it to 18:47, right? Click the OK button. So you see here that it now shows 19:47, right? I think it's pretty clear to see. I set it to 18:47 and it sets it to 19:47. Now I'm switching around here. So I'm turning it off, okay? Sorry about like the one hand use. So I set the time to my custom time, let's say that. And then the moment I click on the check mark, and then it displays it 1 hour after, right? Okay, so now turning this thing on, and now we look if it's stuck, if it's still there, right? Open it up, go in here, and then we look at here, date and time there. Click on that, date and time. So it's stuck, like however I set it, it is, right? So you can go in here. So 1948, okay, and then I close this window, and now it's 2048. So I want to do this a little better here, so that you can see this better, okay? So it shows 2048. Now I'm gonna set it to 1548. Now it shows 1648. It always shows 1 hour more, right? So 1648 there, check mark. Now it's 1748. How do you like that? Is this amazing? So 1748 is supposedly the time here, right? Now let's look at this time code thing. There's time, not timer shooting. Yeah, time code. So the system time is 1748. That's what it showed there. We can do time code display, right? So when you now show this is 1050, right? Because that's what the time code is set to. It's not the actual system time. So let's go back. Time code here. Time code. So it's 1748. When I click on sync here, then the internal time that it displays on the video is aligned with the system time, right? So the system time is 1749. So now if I now record, or if I look at the screen here, it shows TC 1749. But as you saw before, this is not the actual time I set, because it always is 1 hour more, right? So let's do this. I go back in here and change that again. Not time code, date and time. Date and time, okay. So I'm gonna change to the 25th, 1025. Now it's 1849. Let's change to Halloween. This is 1031st. Is it Halloween? Now it's 749. See that? On Halloween. Okay, so up here it doesn't show that. It shows 1750. That is the time code we set, right? Not the system time. System time is completely out of whack. Date and time. It's 1950. Wait. And if I go in here and back out, it's 1 hour later. Every time I'm in this menu, date or time, it will change 1 hour more. System time completely off. Now I'm gonna interrupt this video quick and I'm going to... Wow, something fell on here. On the table like a nut or something. So what I can do now is I can pair the app with it or connect the app and then let's have a look what happens. So make sure that we see here. Oh, so October 31st at 9:51 is in the evening. That's when we turn this video off and when we turn the DJI Mimo app on. So I have the app on once. Can I focus here? Okay, now I go back to date and time. I turned the app on once. Date and time, and now the time is back to 10:23, 10:53. 10:53, and so the time code here is wrong because the time code you need to set once the system time is set, and that happens every time you run the Mimo app. Every time you connect the Mimo app, the time will be synchronized, the system time. Oh, where is it? Time code here. Time code. You can sync here. Okay, and then the time code up here matches the system time now because I pushed the sync button. And the system time is set by the DJI Mimo app from your phone. And the phone gets the time over the network, like whatever your cell phone provider you have. So that's where or GPS too, possible, I don't know. Yeah, but that's how this works in here. It's not right. And I hope you like this video here on the right. You see that? Please like and share and whatnot. Subscribe. Click the buttons down there in the bottom. And I may see you in the next video for the Osmo Action 5 with the latest best firmwares. The firmware didn't do any good in this regards to the time. Let me show you quick. Device info firmware. Oh, 11520. 11520. That's the firmware for this one.